Welcome to your Pilates class. This Pilates class is all about reducing stress and helping you to naturally balance your cortisol levels. And while cortisol gets a really bad rap, it's actually something that we shouldn't shy away from, especially during our workouts. Cortisol is a vital hormone for healthy living, but it also is part of the process of building strong, lean muscle. And often when we're looking for ways to reduce cortisol or stress in our lives, we find workouts like somatic movements that are very gentle and soft and calming. And while those are great and they definitely have a place in your life, if you're working to build muscle, you don't want to shy away from that natural cortisol spike that happens during a hard workout. So in this Pilates session, as always, it's going to be low impact and gentle on your joints, but we're going to feel the burn in our body, be able to move any of that stuck energy or emotions through our bodies so that we're able to leave our mats feeling strong and empowered. You won't need any equipment for this session. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off on hands and knees. Go ahead and come on over onto your mat. Ooh, my mat needs a cleaning. Just noticing right now all these dirty spots on my mat. Hopefully you can't see that. But starting off here, I wanna warm up our spines, and all I want you to do is plant your palms heavy into the mat. Shoulders are on our back, not up by the ears. Tailbone is pointing out behind you. We're taking an inhale through our nose. As we exhale, I want you to move one vertebra at a time, starting with your tail, working through the mid-body. Working through the upper back. Don't tuck the head or the chin yet. And neck. And finally, we tuck into that cat position, pushing your body away, pulling the abs up and in. Then slowly release, starting with the tail again. Lifting the tail, coming back to that neutral, moving segmentally one vertebra at a time. Take an inhale. Exhale, we've got it one more time. Tuck the tail. Moving each little bone, each little vertebra, one at a time. Can you do it? There's always stuck spots. It's okay. And wrapping chin into chest, getting that flexion for our neck, pulling the belly in. Inhale, releasing the tail, coming back into that neutral spine, taking a breath here. So moving a little deeper into warming up that spine, I want you to float your left leg straight out behind you, using your bum, using your glute to lift that leg. Reach it nice and long like somebody's got you by the toes and they're pulling you back. Really straighten that knee. Draw the abs in for support as we float the right arm out by the ear, taking an inhale, finding that strength and length at the same time. On your exhale, we're going to draw the belly in, wrapping through the spine, bringing elbow towards knee, and inhale, reach it out. Exhale, we've got two more like this. Reach it out. One more. Inhale to lengthen it out. Pause here. Take an inhale, lower your hand down, and as you exhale, I want you to just pulse that leg up and up. Tiny little squeezes through the glute. We're gonna turn on those muscles very quickly, getting right into our work. Use that breath for your exhale. You wanna move that muscle using your breath to support it. 3, 2, 1, and pause. You're gonna come onto your forearm, onto your right forearm. We pivot the body, so now we're turning towards the left side of our body. From here, we rainbow, taking that leg up and off the mat. Exhale, bring it back up. Over and off the mat. Exhale to bring it up. Now, while we're working here, we really wanna think about moving through the leg and the glute while stabilizing the upper body. So we're planting through the shoulder, through that palm, and we're holding the upper body and the spine relatively still as we move through that leg. You've got one more. Exhale, pause it here. Give me little circles around and up, around and up. Really emphasize that lift. You've got 4, 3, exhale, 2, 1, pause, reverse it, around and up, around and up. Reach longer through that leg than you think you can. We've got 4 and 3 and 2, and 1. Pause here, take an inhale, and as you do, bring that elbow towards, or bring your knee towards your elbow. Exhale, push it out and away. Bring it in, exhale, press through. Bring it in and push out and away. Lift that toe as you press it out. We've got 3, 2, 1 more. Press and bring it down. Now, before we go to the other side, I want you to warm up, continuing with the core and the spine coming onto your forearms. From here, we draw the abs in, we step 1 foot back, tucking the toes under. Now, before we come into our plank, because that's where we're going, I want you to think about strengthen those shoulders. Push that mat away. I'd rather that you be a little tucked than dropped. Okay, does that make sense? We do not want to be feeling this in our low backs. We want to be feeling this through our abs, through our shoulders, through our muscles in our body, but not in that low spine. Take a breath. Exhale. Come on up. Anticipate that lift and pause in your plank. Pull those abs in and up. You're just holding deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. This is where we start to work on that window of tolerance in our bodies and in our minds, right? I want you to think about what it feels like you can't do today, and you're going to show yourself how much stronger you actually are by doing this hard work right now, proving to yourself on the mat, you're made for hard things, you can do hard things. 1 more deep breath. Exhale it all out, come onto those knees, press yourself back up to hands and knees. Well done. And we'll take a breath in, going to the other side. Float that right leg nice and long. Really reach through those toes, reach them longer than you think they need to be. Draw the belly in, avoid pitching your weight to one side. Try to stay center. Always so much to think about in Pilates. Reach that opposite arm, holding here. Take an inhale. Just feel that form and strength in your body. Exhale, pull it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, find the length before you recoil. Exhale, belly pulls up and in to initiate the movement. Reach. Last one, pull it in, reach it out. Pause here for just a moment. Find that length, find that strength. Lower the hand down, squeeze through the bum to lift. 7, 6, 5, press that mat away. Find your shoulders on your back. Ribs are hugging each other. Bum is working to lift that leg. 3, 2, 1, pausing here. Come on down to your left forearm for me. So left elbow, right hand are lining up across the mat from each other. Pivot your body so we're opening to the right side. We go into those rainbows, tapping the front of our mat, lifting up and out. Reach down, lift up. You've got this. Stay with the breath. When things start to feel hard, I want you to remember to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, big exhale. That's where your power comes from. That breath to keep you moving. We've got 3 here. Squeeze through that bum, lift that leg. 2, 1 more. Pause. Little circles around and up, around and up. Say hello to that glute. It's working hard for you. Pilates is so deceptive. It looks so simple and serene when you watch it, but man, when you do it, whoo, feel those muscles fire up. Last one, reverse it. Around and up, around and up. Squeeze through the side of that glute. Last 3, 2, 1, pause, and then bring knee to elbow, press and reach away. Bring it in, reach it out. Bring it in, lengthen really long. You could even look back towards those toes. Make sure they're getting up there. Last 3, and 2, and 1, and slowly bring the knee down. Set yourself back to your hands and your knees. This time, preparing for our plank on our palms. Take that foot back, tuck the toes. Press the body away from the mat. Really draw those abs in. Anticipate it. We're lifting off Step it back, pause here. Draw those abs up and in. Remember, I'd rather you be a little rounded than a little bowed, okay? Push that mat away. Just holding. Again, this is where we get stronger mentally and physically. Think about those boundaries. Think about that limitation in your body, everything in you telling you, please stop, I can't go any further. But you can. You actually can. So much stronger than you know. We've got 10, 9, breathe, use that breath. Come back to that power. 5, 4, 3, 2, set the knees down. Open the knees, hip distance apart, a little wider. Press yourself back into your child's pose. Rest the head on the mat, deep breaths in through the nose. Very slow exhale. This is going to train the body to come back into a state of calm after that induced stress. Just checking in. How are you today? What do you need from this workout? What did you come here for? And how can you acquire it? Roll yourself all the way up. And let's go ahead and have a seat on the mat. You're doing a great job. Come on down. I want you to prop yourself up on your forearms here for me. So we're going into a little ab sequence here with extending those legs, but I want you to watch this. We're still focusing here on building strength in the shoulders, pushing that mat away. Now it's really important that we're not sinking. If you feel tension anytime, lay all the way down. You don't have to stay in this prop position. Draw the abs in nice and deep. From there, float the legs to tabletop. We start with a heel tap. I want you to flex the feet, tap one heel at a time, exhale to lift. Training through the abs here on a proper lift. What we don't want is moving in the knee. The knee, imagine it's in a brace. It cannot move. That movement comes from the hip. Pelvis is nice and steady, holding it firm with our center. Last two. One more. Pause it here. Zip those legs together. Inhale, they both drop. Exhale, they both lift. Inhale. Exhale. We've got 4 and 3, 2, 1 more. Pausing here. I want you to take the knees slightly apart so they're in a diamond shape. They're about the width of your shoulders. You're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, push the legs away from you, zipping your inner thighs. You're going to squeeze so much on those inner thighs that you pull your toes back and you flex through your feet. Inhale to return. Exhale, press and reach. Squeeze those inner thighs, pull the toes back and draw it in. Exhale, press and reach. How are those shoulders? Don't sink now. And draw it in. We've got 2 more. Lengthen. Exhale, pull that belly in nice and deep. And using that big exhalation. Inhale to draw it back. 1 more. Flex, pull. Bring it in, and I want you to return to that spot 1 more time. Reach it out. This time, keep the toes pointed. You're going to cross inner thigh, inner thigh. So here we see the beautiful connection between inner thigh and abs, right? Inner thighs work, abs are working. Every time you squeeze those inner thighs across one another, I want you to draw belly in deeper. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together and return. From there, I want you to extend the legs. You're going to bend one knee, resting the inside. Let's start with the other side so you can see, right? Resting the inside of your foot against the opposite knee. We inhale, lower to the mat. Now, this is not where you rest and let go, okay? Stay committed. Exhale, you pull it back. Only doing 6. That's 5. Exhale, pull, 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 pull. Get that knee closer to your chest. Don't sink back here. Stay lifted. Last one, you guys. Exhale, reach it out. switch sides. Okay, so we've got one leg down, other knee is glued to the, or foot is glued to the inside of the knee. Exhale to pull, inhale to reach. Exhale, pull from the abs and reach. Last 4. And 3, I can feel those abs firing up. And 2, 1 more. Reach it out, reach the legs long, lower yourself all the way to the mat. Reach the arms back overhead. This should feel good. Get a little break in those abs and hip flexors. Take an inhale. As you exhale, the arms pass over the chest. Chin rolls into the chest. Belly is going to pull down and back towards the mat for our roll up. We reach up and over an imaginary beach ball on our lap. Lengthen those arms over the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Remember that spine warm up. Same thing. Can you move one little bone at a time here? So much control. Take an inhale. Exhale. That breath powers you through this movement, especially after all of that controlled ab work. It feels extra challenging here. And exhale, rolling it up. If you need an assist, take your hands to the backs of your thighs and help yourself up into that roll up. Perfectly fine to do. Something that is also really helpful is to hold a weight in your hand while you're doing this, and you'll notice that that weight distribution helps you get up a little bit easier. We have one more. Inhale. Take your time, make it slow. Imagine you're moving through honey here. Exhale. Pull that belly in, and back. Beautiful. Sitting up tall. And go ahead and take those hands behind you, pressing your palms into the mat. You're gonna find length through your spine. As you inhale, you bend into the elbow here, getting a shoulder stretch. Exhale to press up and through. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, press up and through. 2 more, and press. 1 more. Press. Now from here, I want you to bend one knee, taking your foot to the mat. Take an inhale. As you do, we bend the elbows. As you exhale, we press the hips and the arms straight. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, press. We've got 3 and 2. Use that breath, toning up through those arms. Triceps are feeling it. And 1. Bring it down, lower, lift, and switch. So opposite foot plants into the mat. Draw the abs in. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, everything goes up. Inhale. And exhale, press the hips as well. It's arm work, but I want you to stay aware of your core and the glutes. 2 more. 1 more. Press, return. Give yourself a quick little hug. We're gonna put it all together. You've got this. Again, remember, becoming more resilient in our bodies and our minds. So from here, fingertips are turned in. If it doesn't feel good, turn them out. That's okay too. Take a breath, lean back. Zip those inner thighs just like we did in that ab work. Exhale, press everything up. Inhale, this time the arms stay straight, there's no bend. Tap the bum, exhale, press and lift. Inhale, you've got this. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, exhale, press and lift. 2 to go. Push down through that mat. Strong arms. Find that breath. Reconnect. Zip those inner thighs. And can you stay up here on this one? Drag one knee in, reach it out. Drag the other knee in, reach it out. Only doing 4. You're halfway there. Push those hips up and reach. 1 more time. And last one. Reach it out. Lower the hips. Sit up tall. Flex the feet. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Circle those arms in front of you. Rock the wrists, wiggle the fingers. Bring it slowly overhead. Inhale and exhale. diving forward. Again, long, slow exhale. Slowly rebuild the body, one bone at a time, sitting up tall. Come on over to your stomach. You're almost done, but we've got to get a little bit of that back extension in. So good for our bodies. We've been bending forward. We've worked many different ranges here, but we want to work that spine extension now. Forehead to the mat, elbows pulled in by your side. Take an inhale. As you exhale, feel your belly lift away from your mat and slowly lift your head, neck, and your chest. From there, now it's not high, it's a small little lift. You're trying to work through that mid-upper back. From there, I want you to commit to the abs. They're strong. Reach out through the legs and press them down. Float your elbows and your hands off of the mat, coming into a cactus position for those elbows. Think about pulling your shoulder blades toward each other, really squeezing through the back like you're trying to crack a walnut. Inhale, shoot the arms out past the head. Exhale, pull in and crack through that upper back. Inhale, reach. Exhale to pull. Now, if this feels like way too much, you're feeling it in that low back, put one hand down and just do the movement through one side at a time. Exhale, 3 to go. Reach it out. 2. 1 more. And lower it down. Well done. From here, I want you to tuck your toes. Place your hands under your shoulders. We're going to exhale, press up and away from our mat. On the inhale, we lower down nice and controlled. Float the legs. Reach the arms into a star position. Arms and legs wide. Bring the arms back. Tuck the toes. Exhale to push away from your mat. Inhale, lower with control. Reach it all out. Squeezing through that back body. Strength to push. Inhale. Control that lower. Reach and hold. Bring it in. Tuck those toes. If you need, come to your knees. It's okay. That's perfectly fine to be there. Reach it out. 2 to go. Exhale. Up. Inhale. Control. You've got this. And bring it in. Exhale to press it up. Last time, we control it down, reach it out, hold it, breathe, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it all down. Take a deep breath in. Again, that slow, long exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, push yourself away from your mat, press yourself back. Rolling all the way up through that spine. I want you to sit up tall. You can be on your bottom or on your knees. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend the elbows. Press through the chest, lengthening up. This is it. You've done it. Inhale. And I just want you to have a little conversation with yourself and your body right now, taking note of where you feel stronger, where you pushed past a boundary that you didn't know was there, how you feel after this session versus when you started. And then just sit comfortably, however that might be for you. Take your hands to your knees. Take a moment here, really tall in those sit bones, shoulders melting down the back. Spine is tall. Drop your chin towards your chest, but keep the spine tall so you feel a nice stretch through the neck. Take an inhale. As you exhale slowly, just feel that you're absorbing all the work that we did here on the mat. Sometimes this cool down is skipped, and it's so important that we don't. This is how we come from that stress response back into parasympathetic, rest and digest. training our bodies to know how to go through stress successfully and then complete that stress cycle. Lengthen the head up, take an inhale. As you exhale, dip your left ear towards your left shoulder. Gently, without shifting through the shoulders, draw your chin towards that armpit. Can definitely improve, strengthen our bodies, become more resilient in mind and body, but we do have to listen to the cues that our body gives us and honor those. Come on back, slowly bringing the neck all the way up. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhaling everything out, feeling good, feeling strong. Thank you so much for joining me for this session. If you found it helpful, would you please do me a favor, like and subscribe to this channel so I can continue making this kind of free content for you. And if you want more like this and you want to be guided with somebody who's been there and gets it, then go ahead and join me at my studio. I've got the link down below. All the information is there where you'll get access to more workouts like this, as well as personal and direct access to me to walk you through. I hope your day is beautiful, and I will see you back here on your mat for another session soon.